Welcome back, everyone, to River and Sea, where we are back here in Hanuk after we delivered a message to Nona telling her that no, she will not be allowed to join the Grey Company. And she very strongly expressed her opinion of that response. Let's see what she has to say.
All men are fools.
Well, I think that sums it up. Your leader Halbrad is a fool for refusing my request, and the Breher are fools for delaying so long in action against our enemies, and my father Suvlik is a fool as well. He has been avoiding me since Wadu died. Do you know what I think? I think that he's ashamed to show his face for his cruel treatment of Wadu while he was still lived. He should feel that shame. It is his alone. He should have been kinder to his son while Wadu lived. You will find him and tell him so. Well, Suvalek was at the tree where we picked up the sword, so let's go and find Suvalek and, well, I don't know how diplomatic I should be about this. Hello there.
What do you have to say to me, Devodiad?
Sivlik listens impatiently as you recount Nona's words to him about Wadu. You cannot speak to me about this matter, and neither can my daughter. Only one language will speak, the language of battle. You want me to fight you? No, you and I will fight hostile Dunlendings of other clans, Devoniad, and we will measure which of us has authority to judge the other. Do not return until you have slain many of our enemies. Okie dokie. Suppose we could do that. Now, supposedly, the outcome of this battle, of this contest, is decided at character creation. I have absolutely, positively no idea what that is. I mean, is it character class? Is it some other thing? Well, this isn't a hostile Dunlending, but I suppose killing a half-orc or two wouldn't be bad as we go along here. Now, usually when I go after Dunlendings, I go off in this area. Maybe even finish a deed if I run into enough of them and have the patience for doing so. I don't know how far I am along with that deed, but I suppose that's always a possibility of what we can do. But for now, I need to reach the Dunlendings first. Ah! I have arrived at the Dragluth. I am surprised that deer didn't run off like most of them do. Well, I suppose I'll just continue on my way and see if I could defeat enough of them. Let's see. According to this, I need to kill 39 more in order to... Is that just a base level? Well, I'm certainly not going to defeat 240 more of them because that would be going a little bit too much. We'll see if I reach 40 or not. Right now, just run through a couple of hostile Dunlendings. There you go. The biggest thing is not passing out as I kill each of them because they seem to be dying very quickly. Oh boy, perhaps they'd be a little overpowered there. Of course, there is this point that I am 4 levels above them, which is why I'm pretty much sticking primarily to the epic in this. Because I certainly don't need the XP in order to get any further. I'll just have to emphasize just the epic until I get far enough into Dunland that I will once again need to do some side quests. There you go. Okay. That's a rather suicidal deer to jump right in front just before I start battle. But okay. This is different from the deer that I encounter in some other areas where they're hyper aggressive and they call for aid and all. Not that it avails them any. Well, I'll see you when I've finished killing a few more. I have completed my deed.
How many hostile Dunlendings have you slain?
What? I cannot believe my ears. You have slain more than I. I was overeager to return here to hear your tally. I confess it. It does not matter. We did this for Wadu, and now his cowardly foes have paid the price for their ambush. Shortly after I returned from battle, one of your rangers spoke to me. He said that his name was Rodonir, and that he wanted to speak with you. You should find him and see what he wants of you. He said that he'll be at the Devodiad camp along the trees on the east side of the village. Thank you for the competition, Pine Sea. It was not enough to answer for my son's life, maybe, but it is something. Oh, well, he really wants vengeful blood, that's for sure. Well, let's head down and see what Rodonir wants. Hello there, Rodonir. You said you needed me?
There you are. I've been looking everywhere for you.
We have received another letter from Egothorn. I left it on the crate there. If he speaks the truth, we have little time to waste. Okay, well, let's see what this is all about. To the Rangers, I do not have much time to write this. I beg that you to move for as fast with haste. A group of Uruks have come out of Dunland, but instead of passing further north, as others have done, these have begun to climb into Thor's Combe. I fear that they have orders involving the dwarves that still live there, especially the one called Nar. You must defend this dwarf from the Uruks. He knows much that, told to the wrong person, would be hurtful to your errand. Egothorn. Okay. Well, that's serious.
These Uruk sees Nar. He could tell them of our errand.
If we can believe the words of Egothorn, a party of Uruks marches towards Zudragund. If they seize Nars, he could tell them of our errand. Or he could tell them nonsense. Well, that's the more likely one, unless they have the right brew. But I think that we have no choice, Pine Sea. We have to do something in case Ergothorn is right. Okay.
We have to leave at once.
All right, let's go then.
Thorn, and travel with utmost haste to Zudragund. Will we find there a band of Uruks, as he says, or a time-wasting detour?
Or even both. We are here and not much behind Uruks, if that is the foul stench I sense on the air. The other rangers who came with us will approach from the other slope, and we will rejoin them when we have scouted the heights. For now, let us continue and defeat whatever Uruks have stayed behind to defend the way back down the mountains. All right, so let's go. If these Uruks are like others I have seen, they are stationed between us and the summit. Okay. Then let's climb up. I really should get something with sleeves. It's chilly. And there you go. We have done well, but do not let down your guard. Who is there? I can hear you sneaking. Ah, there he is. A sneaky Cappy. There you go. Oh, two of them. Oh, the archer. Maybe I should have gone after the archer first. Oh, well. That's all of them. Make your way further up the mountain and find Candace on the way. All right. So, up we go. Up. Up. Oh. Oh well. Yikes. Ouch! 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 Doesn't matter what I think. Boss wants him. Boss gets him. There we go. Okay. Further on up. Oops-a-daisy. We have Candace. There are Uruks further up the mountain. I have heard some of their talk, and they call themselves the Grishkuk. Their leader is called Nurzumgrat. Nurzumgrat? Oh boy. And it sounds like he had come to the summit. We must fight through these Uruks, Piney. All right, we will fight through. Oh, speaking of Uruks. Okay. Oops, daisy. Oh. What? Oh, I didn't get to before? Oh, well. What do you say? Oh, there's a great troll ahead. Keep climbing the path and defeat. Oh, yeah. Send the hobbit against the troll. Yeah, what do you say about that, Halros? Oh! Yeah, that's a troll, all right. Okay. Whoops-a-daisy. Ouch. Oops. So much for trolls. All right. Now that we've taken care of the bridge troll, we can... Another ranger. This one is Kalinglad. Piney, this way. The Uruks are at the summit. We have to do something, and quickly. Let me guess, it's going to involve killing Uruks, right? Unless you want to be the same as this fool ranger, you'll tell me where Nar is. I told you, I don't know where he is. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you. More rangers to slay. What a pleasing day this has become. Well, we'll just have to... What a pleasing day this is. There you go. Who's next? Oh, you. There you go. And... Alright, who's next? Oh, I guess you volunteered. Oh, that wasn't very effective fire breathing. Okay, who's next? What's the commotion? Uruksnor! Uruks? Let me get my axe! He understands the concept of Uruks. Oh well. Okay, we'll do that. Oh, okay, he's down. Who's that? If this is to be my end, I will finish as many of you rats as I can. Well. Okay, well, how about this? Yeah. I am ready! I'm fine, merely winded. I'm glad that you arrived when you did. Okay, so it's good to see that Coronier's fine. Candidate is fine. What about you, Nar? Ha 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 ha! That is how to slay an Uruk. But where's Thrain? He would want the honor of defeating the leader of the band, and it was wrong of us to deprive him of it. Well, that's Nar. Well, that mission was successful.
Once again, Ergothorn has saved us a great deal of trouble.
I'm pleased that you came in the defense of Zedragon, Vinci. Once again, Egerton has saved us a great deal of trouble. Why do I not feel more relieved by this? Well, that I don't know.
Before the attack, Nar became very agitated, and no words would calm him.
Nar moved from shelf to shelf in a certain section of the library, and in his agitated state I could not even get his attention. I will point out that the shelves. Perhaps this time you will find some relevant information that will help us to get to the bottom of this mysterious dwarf. The shelves are on the upper level, on the north side of the library. Okay, so upstairs. Let's go and find out what he's reading this time. Maybe more nursery rhymes. Recipes and the like, because last time we had the recipe, the story of departure, I think it was, and then right. Well, let's see what's here. Okay, searching anything here that's relevant. You have found some pages which have been hastily torn from a larger volume, perhaps a diary or record of events, and they seem to be only a few years old. Surprisingly cold for March. Our friend the ranger came by again, and we spoke to some time about the situation in the north. His chief is on errand to Mirkwood, but it seems to me that Tugon knows little of it as well. Nar has been in high spirits lately. I think that he likes receiving visitors, though he doesn't always recognize them for who they are. Still, it seems to me that he enjoys the company. He does spend a great deal of time in the mine. Okay, so that's why he likes to go down there then. He just enjoys it. All right. I only accompany him occasionally, but there are only so many times that I can see Thor's stone house standing empty before the melancholy is too much. Nar sees it as it was, I think, so I am certain content to let him visit there by himself. These periods give me time to write in my book, which is fine by this dwarf. I think tomorrow that I will walk down to the coombe and see about picking more of the herbs that I have read about. Perhaps I will make that brew after all. It will be nice to have Nar to talk to again. Well, if only for a moment. Alright, so I guess this is the first time he tries that, or, well, at least it's one of the times that he tries it. Alright, what about here? You found a stack of loose papers, yellowed with age, which seem to have been placed back into the shelf randomly, with no regard for keeping them in order. And in the last month a great number of the supports have fallen, giving rise to much concern among the dwarves who have called in stalls in Zigujabal. A dozen of our stone masons were directed to repair the supports, and trade should resume shortly. With these stone masons went several wagons of materials, chiefly unearthed stone, but also a number of fine gems, a gift to the dwarves at Ketchel. We will see how hotly burn their forges, and if they can work the gemstones into their craft as well as we are able. Judging from the state of the next page, it is even older, and only a few words can be read. Time we lost one of our own in the forbidden halls. They should seal it away and forget that it was ever delved. Are the forbidden halls the place that Nar likes to go to? Not sure. It's interesting that I don't remember these entries as well as I remember the ones from the first set. You found a book, which the covers is missing, as are many of the pages, but it has been recently read and clearly put back carelessly. But the best beast returned that night, and the walls all around shook with the sound of its fury. The doors were barred, and the bars bent with each mighty crash of the creature's bulk, and the cracks began to appear along the links. "We must return the youngling," called Selur over the din, and he leapt forward, knocking aside the warriors that braced the door with their bodies. The first bar gone, and then the second. "No, Selur!" they shouted, but it was too late. The third bar fell to the floor, and Selur threw open the door. Old Stone-Tooth was through the doorway in seconds. Selur was trampled underfoot, along with many good dwarves, and spoke against the capture of Pebblewort. It availed them nothing in the end. Stone-Tooth thundered down the length of the hall, braying for her young, and then, an answer bleat, it drew her down aside the passages and steep stairways, the flagstones cracking beneath her great weight. The dwarfs freed Pebblewort from the cage, and many of them ran. Those that witnessed the reunion of mother and child did not survive to tell it. But the next day, when the dwarfs ventured back to the old broken halls, all was empty. Old Stone-Tooth and Pebblewort were never seen in those caves again, and none know where they went. But it is still said today, when the earth shakes, that Pebblewort is running beneath the mountains, expressing joy at its freedom, carving great channels in the walls of the deepest caves with the golden horn. So there was this cave claw with a golden horn that they stole, that apparently was still being cared for by its mother. Yeah. Alright, well, I suppose we should, actually, no, don't go upstairs, go downstairs and find Nar and see what he has to say about this. Hello, Nar.
Oh, that was quite a battle, was it not?
It has been a long time since Uruks dared to show their face here. I must tell Thor when he comes back. Nar. If there was a clue there, I have no idea what it was.
I do not know what interest Nar could have in these topics.
A list of repairs at a dwarven hold in the White Mountains, a page from Frithgir's journal, and the story of some beast, likely more tale than true. I can think of no common thread to tie these together, just as I could not the last time we tried to make sense of the dwarves' curious behavior. Well, perhaps the repairs were needed because of the ancient beast, and no, I can't fit the other one in. Anyway, return to Halbrad and tell him that, for now, Zidragon is safe from the Uruks. You should be able to find him among the huts in the western side of Hlanuk, which is where you'll find me when I return for the next episode of The River and Sea.